right, we kick off week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Young from the shotgun. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. Scott Miller deep for Atlanta. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. So a 56-yard punt. They'll net 41 after the 15-yard return. And it will be Falcon football. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Lawrence. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a pick 6 on the first play of the drive. And, Charles, we have our first points of the game, making it 6-0.
And while it's only 6 points in the first quarter, it certainly takes a lot of pressure off of them, doesn't it? They're in the lead. They have control. Now they just want to settle in and play their game and defend that advantage.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Brandon Ayuk now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. Well, this defense for the Saints, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Take right open. 11. Here we go.
And they'll indeed go for it. Here's Lawrence. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. It's a gain of 35.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
This is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Play action. It's gone. He's going to wind up and air it out. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
11.
Now Lawrence on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Falcons at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Lawrence will throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 26. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards for number 11. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Touchdown! A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, Hayes. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Goff. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And Robinson, the motion man right. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
The play fake, now Young. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Falcons will take over here just shy of the 30. So now it's 2 straight drives that end with an interception.
And the first time, the first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it and taking the lead. Now they have an opportunity to increase that lead after their second pick on 2 drives.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he'll take it across midfield, and 48-yard line.
So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
5.
Goff now looking to throw. And his pass incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't it?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Falcon defense has a touchdown. The Dolphin for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
They're backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Young here, you can see changing the play.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, something like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ballgame, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
11. Hey, I'm gun. Ready.
Here's Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Inside the 10.
And he will take this one home. It's It's a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Ayuk to return it from his end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
All right, let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield going cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Go, go. Same price. Here we go.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
2nd down, Young. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hayes. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 22 yards there, a first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can.
4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Goff throwing again. Over the middle, complete. It's Stevenson. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And he's going to go down. So they pass up the field goal attempt to go for 6, but as a result, they leave points on the field, and that's going to do it for this first half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Ayuk to return it from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
A give. Dobbins trying the right side. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
They go play action with Lawrence.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Go, let's go. Ready.
On play action, Lawrence.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him there complete.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 26. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
On first down, Lawrence.
That is caught at the 7. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards, the final tally.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
C.D. Lamb
From 3 yards out.
and the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. On first down, Goff. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. From the gun, it's Stevenson. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Goff going to shift him around.
At the 42-yard line.
2nd and 9 now. Checking this down to Stevenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too. This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hayes. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. Down to the 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't it?
He really does. And I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is. Just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case. Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening.
And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. A disastrous loss there on 1st and goal on the sack. Sets them back big time.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Here's Lawrence to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. He's got room at the 30. And down to the 19-yard line. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Take right open. 11. Silver.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
He's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
2nd down and 8. Again, it's Stevenson.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
He's got a full head of steam.
And finally taken down at the 20-yard line.
87 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
And a guy that can change the game shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
Trouble, 38.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hayes, and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Now Young going to move him around.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there.
His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
42. Saints 21.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
Ayuk to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings, the things that you have to do late game situations, kicking situations, it doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Hey, Ron.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down.
1-yard gain brings us second and 9 at the Saints' 39-yard line.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back. On first down, it's gone. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Toward the sideline, intercepted. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one goes for 24 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Good gain there on first down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him.
Touchdown! From 6 yards away. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
as his defense walks